latest addition to Land Rover's variety of go-anywhere luxury SUVs and crossovers, the 2018 Range Rover Velar, is gorgeous. Don't take my word for this. Automobile's own design critic Robert Cumberford dubbed it the most serious and matured design from the entire company portfolio. The World Car Awards named it World Car Design from the Year. Or you could always just view it for yourself. But beauty, as it were, is simply skin deep. There needs to be some substance to back up the aesthetics, or perhaps your romance together with the Velar may very well be short-lived. Fortunately, this looker has a graduate degree, wants to go for hikes, and enjoys dancing about the weekends. Before we translate the dating site blurb into features, capabilities, and dynamics, let's examine under the beautifully formed aluminum exterior and leather interior. Beneath the Velar's sleek, curved bonnet you'll find Land Rover's 247 horsepower, 2.0-liter Ingenium turbocharged four-cylinder engine, which drives all four wheels by using a polished ZF 8-speed transmission, enabling 060 miles per hour runs of just 6.4 seconds, in line with the manufacturer. Range Rover even offers a 180 horsepower, 2.0-liter turbodiesel four-cylinder and also a 380 horsepower, 3.0-liter supercharged gasoline V6. Two suspension choices offered for the Velar, a variable air suspension that permits ground clearance up to 9.88 inches or even a coil spring suspension that gives 8.38 inches of clearance. Our Velar Dynamic was equipped with all the coil spring suspension, which delivers a remarkably comfortable and composed drive, even if slicing aggressively through dense city traffic or rounding 90-degree corners with the pent-up frustration a 40-minute, to-mile commute can muster despite its insufficient adjustability, ground clearance, and fording depth 23.62 inches versus the air-sprung version's 25.59 inches. Want to tackle a canyon road moving toward the end on the pavement? So does the Velar. It drives similar to a mildly sporty wagon compared to a crossover. In fact, when you squint merely a bit, and maybe trade the blacked-out lower section from the sides for body color, the Velar is practically a wagon. It's merely a wagon packaged in a fashion that Americans, too, can love. That's not damnation by faint praise. It's even more of a backhanded compliment, or an outright compliment should you've got your head right around the excellence of wagons. With those 8.38 inches ground clearance, this Velar gives up about 0.3 of an inch to your Subaru Crosstrek, a decidedly hatchy-wagony thing with the other end with the economic spectrum. But together with the Range Rover's electronic wizardry, from the form of terrain response 2 and all-terrain progress control 3, the Velar is not any more doomed to malcrawler duty than some other offering from the Range Rover line. If there's a beef on offer, it's how the rackety, rumbly Ingenium four-cylinder seemingly at odds while using Velar's sumptuous interior and excellent ride comfort. At idle, the four-banger shakes enough to set a palpable shimmy inside whole vehicle. Reverend up and it wheezes its strategy to speed, albeit with good pace. The engine's 269 lb-ft of torque are wellest. On the surface of that, observed fuel consumption driving around Los Angeles for any week never moved much out in the 1,214 miles per gallon range, far less than its 212,723 miles per gallon city highway combined rating. For a potent V8, that's a good compromise. For a quick but no-tamazing turboof, it's disappointing, especially considering the Velar's aeroslippery design. It's Range Rover's most aerodynamic vehicle thus far and relatively spry 4,217 pounds curb weight, which puts it on par with some larger, yet more efficient, sedans. Fortunately, The diesel or supercharged V6 engine options provide you with the more efficient, minded if not more performance-oriented some alternatives, as noted in this first drive review with the Velar. Left out with the equation thus far is the FU value. Configured while using aerodynamic package, our Velar says base expense of $61,095 including $995 destination fee commands limited of more than $10,000 compared on the same model minus the aerodynamic treatment. That's a great bit of coin for the purpose amounts to little difference. However, the addition on the 360-degree parking aid, interactive driver display, some copper and darker color trim within the outside, and shiny pedal shift paddles around the inside. Still, to get a design-forward vehicle that's eminently conducive to a more serene commute, regardless of terrain, it seems a reasonable price, regardless of whether some in the less attractive competition can be purchased in around 10% cheaper. Of course, our example in the Velar aerodynamic say wasn't left in base configuration. It absolutely was salted with extras including $3,050 20-way adjustable heated and cooled seats with driver and passenger memory, the $1,840 full extended leather package, the $1,495 Drive Pro package, including a driver alertness monitor, traffic sign recognition, adaptive cruise, lane keep assist, and blind spot monitoring. $870 for Ford Zone climate control as well as a cooled, lockable glove box, $715 for park assist, $635 for one more exterior blackout package, and another handful of $1,000 for bits and pieces like a heated windshield and tire, premium carpet mats, along with bits and bobs. The grand total? $74,895, including destination. Whether the purchase price makes sense because of the Velar's compact but not too small size and much less than stellar fuel economy will depend on how high priority you place on exterior style and interior elegance. But should you have the dash plus the desire, you should give it the opportunity. After spending each week with it, it's obvious there's more towards the Velar than a pretty face. If it weren't with the Ingenium 4-cylinder, it'd be marriage material. And even so, it'd be described as a fling to keep in mind. 2018 Range Rover Velar aerodynamics A 2.0 turbocharged specifications. Price: $61,095 base, $74,895 as configured. Engine: 2.0 liters turbocharged DOC 16 valve I-4247 HP at 5,500 revolutions per minute, 269 lb-ft at 1,2004, 500 revolutions per minute. Transmission: 8-speed automatic. Layout: 4-door, 5-passenger, front engine, AWD SUV. EPA mileage: 2,127 miles per gallon city hui. LXWXH: 189.1 by 84.4 by 65.6 inches, wheelbase 113.1 in. Weight: 4,217 pounds, 060 miles per hour, 6.4 seconds, top speed 135 miles per hour.